Alright, welcome back to Haunting Ground for the last time. We are in the end game here. This is the finale. Little upset. This feels bittersweet. I've wanted to do this Let's Play for such a long time. And now we're finally at the end of it. So we're in kind of a mirrored area of like where we entered this area. However, there's no doors on either side there. We still got a status restore over here. So we might as well use it while we can. Now, we're gonna just head down here.
Good boy.
There's really only one thing we can do at this part. There's no items to pick up, there's nowhere to hide, no one's chasing us. We basically just have to barrel through this. And I'm not sure exactly how Lorenzo works in this part. Come on, Huey, go get him. Huey, get them.
Go.
Huey! Good boy.
Good boy.
Yeah, I'm not sure how Lorenzo works in this part. I don't know if he can chase you or if that's just basically useless. I've never seen him chase me in this part, so I'm gonna go ahead and say Lorenzo is a fairly scripted guy. Just that one part where you're running through the like endless hallway is the only part where he is really a nuisance. I don't know if you have to do this. I would assume so, because we're gonna take a look at this thing and see that there's something missing. And as soon as we do that, Huey is actually gonna get the scent, which will help us in one part in particular, which I assume we wouldn't be able to just do without Huey's help. So I think we actually do have to come in here. And as you can tell, this looks like some kind of a boss arena, huh? Maybe even like a final boss arena. That'd be silly. And you would be right if you thought that. There's also one thing that we're going to want to do in this section that is incredibly important. Maybe the most important thing in the entire game. It's this baby homunculus that's going to come out of the wall. No, it's nothing. Huey, come on. I feel like they're just there to jump scare you at this point. Like I said, I've never seen Lorenzo chase you here. Again, another part of the crafting mechanic that I'm never going to use. We're at the end of the game and I haven't used it once. This is the most important thing in the entire game. Unlock this door and open it up. Open that door up, baby, and just leave it open. That is going to be very important later on. Like I said, maybe the most important thing in the entire game. So there we go. Now we got this big old cane, baby. I think this cane kind of looks like the logo of Haunting Ground, like that big spindly thing. It was also on Daniela's what do you call it? Like her arms. You could see on like her upper arms. It was just kind of there. So now there is only one thing left to do in this entire video game, and that is put this.
Come on.
Put this cane back where it came from, or so help me. So this is it, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna just insert this into here. And here we go.
for naught. How long do you plan to keep this up? Let's finish this, Fiona.
Okay, so this fight can actually be done in a couple different ways. The first one is to lure him in front of the fans. Get Huey to attack him, and then step on these pressure points. Basically what they'll do is they'll kind of blow out steam and attack him over time. The way that I find is the best is kick those stones into the lava or whatever. It'll create a big plume of fire that creates little kind of fireballs on the ground that you can get him to walk into. And eventually, it'll do enough damage to him that he'll just die. Another way that I think is probably the hardest is to just kind of attack him. You know, kick him, get Huey to attack him, and then have Fiona just kick him. That's a very valid way of doing it, but probably going to be the longest and most annoying. So yeah, I find just kicking these in there and doing that is the best thing to do. So I was actually really happy with the way that this fight turned out because Huey got the last hit. So we're in the last stretch of the game right now. Basically all we have to do, now that Lorenzo is finally defeated, is just leave, thankfully. We're going to praise Huey for getting the final hit there. I was not expecting that. I was expecting to have to hit him a couple more times with the fire, but Huey was a very, very good boy. So this is the most dangerous part of the entire game. This whole place is coming down. We have to brace for impact. Lorenzo is on fire and will kill you in one hit if he attacks you. So we have to worry about not getting hit by him, bracing for impact, otherwise we will get flown on the ground and land on our back. So anytime you kind of feel like it's about to do it, just kneel down. Again, Lorenzo is a one-hit kill, so you do not want him to touch you at all. This part is strange. So what's happening here is that this statue is going to fall on us, and we have to mash buttons. There's no consistent way. I've never seen anyone explain exactly what you're supposed to do here. I mash the D-pad and the face buttons. So just mash them and you'll be fine. Otherwise, again, it's a one-hit kill. I think it's a little regrettable that actually I was never able to show Lorenzo. And this is why I did this before. The last door we have to go through is this one. If it's already open, you're free to go. Otherwise, you'd have to actually open it. So,
Good
that's
boy.
that. That is the end of Lorenzo. If we examine him, Fiona's gonna kind of get a little snippy, which I like. Now, all we have to do is go through the door, and that's the end of the game. We finally did it.
Thanks, Huey. Huey.
So that's it. That is Haunting Ground, or as it's called in Japan, Demento. One of my personal favorite games. I absolutely love this game. It's such a classic. It's probably a cult classic at this point, but it got good reviews when it came out, so I don't really think you can call it a cult classic. It is a game that I love to just throw on like once a year. This is a perfect, in my opinion, perfect fall game. Just one of those games where you can feel how kind of chilly it is outside. You pop this game on, you play it for a couple hours, and you just vibe, and you just enjoy the entire thing. I love the presentation of this game. Still completely holds up in my opinion. I think this game looks fantastic. And hopefully you were able to see that in the videos. Hopefully YouTube's compression doesn't do too much to this. But I absolutely love this game to death. I think, well, I'm recording this in August, so hopefully there's not some dumb thing where like Capcom has announced a port of this game and all of this makes me look stupid. But I would love for this game to get ported. Yasui Sato, who was Fiona's motion capture actress, was in Ultraman Nexus. I just thought I'd point that out because I like the Ultraman series and I thought that was pretty neat. The cutscenes are great. I love the story in this game. I love Fiona as a character. I love Daniela. Huey is such a great addition. I wish more games would do that. I like the concept of the no combat, except you send your dog to do it. One thing I will say kind of doesn't look great is the CG pre-rendered cutscenes. I don't think those look good. Well, they look good, but the characters all look off-model. Like, if you were to look at the opening cutscene and then the very next cutscene, Fiona looks like a completely different character. But yeah, I very much so love this game. This was a very good run of this game, honestly. I think I had a very good, competent run-through of this. Very minimal, like, stalker nonsense. And I was very, very happy about that. And as the first part of Halloween Fest 2021, I'm happy to get this done. As of this point in time, I don't actually know what I want to do. Check out this guy's name, Clement von Frankenstein. That is an insane name to have. I really hope that that's a stage name. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, at this point in time, I actually don't know what the second game is going to be. I have a few ideas. I don't want to do the obvious and just do Resident Evil 8. So I don't know. I don't know what the second game is going to be. I might do a bonus video. It's not going to be directly after this video. Definitely not. I'm going to need some time to, not have to replay the game again. But there's a lot of cool things I can show off. On your second playthrough, you get some extra cutscenes littered in throughout. On your second playthrough, you can get another ending where you leave the castle, like, early. There's a lot of cool stuff I'd like to show off, the bonus costumes. So, I will probably be revisiting this game at some point in the future. Not in the near future, but I will be doing it for sure. So, with that being said, we are approaching the ending of Haunting Ground. I'm sad to see this game go. This feels bittersweet because I've wanted to do this game for so long, and now it's done. So thank you so very much if you watched this, and I will see you next time.